What's up, guys? I'm Holly. Today I'm giving you my top 3 current favorite core exercises for running. I'm going to show you how to do them, going to put them together in a workout for you to use immediately, and most importantly, I'm going to explain to you guys why they work so well for better running and help you avoid injury. Let's jump right in. We're fighting 2 major problems today as we work through these core exercises. Number 1, we are going to fight that twisted arm swing that tends to happen when we get tired. As we run, we of course want to be moving forward as fast as we can for as long as we can. As we start to twist and lose our core control here, it takes away from our running power, making it feel like we almost have something pressing against us. We lose energy going forward. We're cutting that energy off. If we can straighten out that arm swing with core control and strength, making it so we don't have to twist, we get more power going forward and it makes that faster running more efficient. Second thing we're going to do is add that layer of muscle, of course, around the spine. Having that extra layer really minimizes impact on the body. We might have little aches and pains that have gotten worse over time because we don't have that layer to stabilize and kind of take out the vibration, I like to call it, of each step. So when we land with core control and with strength here, it helps everything just feel smoother, so we're not using little parts of our body that weren't meant to take that much force and weight when we run. We're going to cover all this today in these 3 exercises. Let's jump into the first. All right, guys, movement number 1 is going to be what I like to call the slow roll sit-up. This is great for finding that core engagement in the first place. If you're someone who, when you're upright, feels like you can't even turn your core on to engage at all, this is a great one to find that. It also ultimately helps with that low back arch that tends to happen when we're exhausted and we're upright for a long time. You can fight that with some core strength, getting yourself a little bit straighter up through the spine, on your back, and also when you're standing or running. Second thing we're going to do here is find the difference between using our core and our hip flexors. You'll see in this movement, it'll be really tempting to grip the hip flexors to roll up and down, but if you can turn those guys off and feel what it's like to just use the core, you can then translate that to being upright when you're walking or running, so we don't overdo it on the hip flexors. So let's get into it right here. I'm going to have you guys with your legs straight out. Let's all start with a small bend in the knees. Again, you can do this now or you can do it later. Small bend in the knees to start, and we're going to start by just tucking under and 1 vertebrae at a time, rolling it back with the arms straight out in front of us. So we're going to go slowly, 1 at a time, all the way down, finding wherever position our back wants to be. It might be a little bit up off the mat, that's fine, let that be neutral, and then reach those arms back, kind of splay those ribs. Now we're going to fight that by totally undoing the position we just found, so bringing these guys in like you're zipping them together, pushing that back into the ground, arms come forward, and we're going to tuck that chin. Find the small bend in the knees again, and we're going to slowly roll up. Around when your shoulder blades come off, you're going to think you can't keep going. Yes, you can. Keep pushing here. Just squeeze and trust the process. Think core, not hips, core, not hips, core, not hips. And if you need to keep bending more to really keep them turned off, do it. That is a good way to make sure you're using the right muscles. Let's try that again. So we'll go small bend. We're going to tuck and make contact with the ground. Shoulders try to relax if you can. Arms stay out. Find the ground. Let it do what it wants on the back. You can arch here, ribs splay, arms come out, and then we're going to fight this. So we're going to really turn it on. Zip, push, arms come forward, chin up, and we're going to fight small bend all the way up. Stay patient, patient, patient. And this is the slow roll sit-up. So you're just going slowly down, reach, and slowly coming back up. This helps us turn on those abs, turn off the hip flexors, and ultimately strengthen the core. All right, guys, movement number 2 is going to be a Superman rolling push-up hybrid, and I really like this one because it goes between extension and flexion, creating a lot of work for that midsection, and it really gets every single ab that you have, and I love that. Other thing it does here is really strengthen the upper back, which helps support that nice, strong, straight arm swing that gives us that power forward. So you're really hitting everything here. It's kind of full body. We're going to start in that plank position, hands right under the shoulders, legs come back to that plank, and we squeeze everything. Belly button is in. We're going to drop our knees down and then lower our chest all the way till our elbows are into our sides. We're going to untuck the feet, reach the arms out, and now from here we're going to squeeze everything, butt and legs, and we're going to lift in that Superman. From here we're going to lower. We bring our hands back to our ribs. We put those feet back under and we push off the knees. We squeeze our core up to that plank. One more time, we go down knees. Abs are on the whole time. We lower, we untuck and reach, and we lift, and then we come down and repeat. That's everything for this one. When you try it, you'll see what I mean. It's totally full body, but it really gets that whole long midsection working and strengthens the upper back as well. finishing strong with our third movement today, which is going to be a walking mountain climber, kind of covering everything we've talked about today. If you guys haven't put it together yet, the plank is very similar and can be translated very nicely to the upright position of running. So we create kind of an unstable environment in the plank and make our core work through that, very similar to us landing with our weight on each individual leg as we run forward. So that's what we're using this one for. We're going to find that plank position once again, hands under the shoulders. We're going to come up here, hips width with the feet is fine. We're then going to walk 2 feet over to one hand. We're going to go inside leg, and then outside leg, inside leg, back to the middle. We go in, out, and in. And we keep working through that while not letting the hips move up and down. You're going to create sort of a little crunch under using just the abs, not the hip flexors. This takes us back to movement number 1. We do not want the hip flexors to take over here. We want the shoulders nice and strong, locked in, lats down. We press down here, and we're creating instability with the steps while making the hips stay strong. They can twist, and we get that oblique a little bit, but they're not moving up and down. You have to breathe through this one. You have to take nice deep inhales and not let the shoulders take over, not pike up and press away from the hands. Doesn't really matter which foot you do first. I like the feeling more and I get more of a twist with inside coming first, but whatever works for you guys. One more time here, just so you can see it, a little bit higher paced, just like this. So I just kind of step in that medium pace in, out. Tying it all up in a bow, we have the workout details right here. We're combining the exercises from the video with a little bit of running for a couple of reasons. Number 1, I love getting a little sweat going while I'm doing my core work. It really feels like a full body workout, especially good if you guys are traveling. It really kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Second thing I like about this is we can immediately translate what we're gaining from the strength moves immediately into your running. How many times can I say immediately? But if we do this in real time, you can actually see it work as you're going and getting tired. You will see what I mean. A stronger core will really lead to easier running, and I hope you guys see that soon. So here's how the workout goes. We go 24 reps of your slow rolling sit-up. If your hip flexors start to take over, it starts to get really bad with your form, take breaks or drop the reps down. I don't want you guys doing things at the expense of form. After that, you go to 24 reps of your Superman raise into rolling push-up. Again, you're probably gonna need to break these reps up. Otherwise, just keep breathing through, but you wanna find good form the whole way through. That first round will be the worst for sure, but it gets better from there. You then move in to 24 reps of your stepping mountain climber. Each side counts as one, so it's really just 12 per side. After everything, you've done 24 of each thing, you're gonna get up and you're gonna run a 1/4 mile or 400 meters. This can be on the treadmill if you wanna do it that way. You can use your watch. You can guesstimate maybe running about 2 to 2.5 minutes. Easy jog, but something where you're just a little mindful of how you're running, watching that core soreness kind of play into your run form. After that, you get back from the run, water if you need it, and then you go into 18 reps of everything. Rolling sit-up, 18 of the Superman push-up, into the walking mountain climber, same thing, each side counts as one. Go into that run again, another 400 meters, 1/4 mile, 2.5 minutes, nice easy jog, but again, we're watching that form kind of transform from our core soreness. It tells us where we need to stabilize through. Finishing with 1 more round of 12 of everything. We've now dropped in half from the first round. Much easier, so really focus on holding the form straight through everything, and then you guys head out for 1 last run. That is your workout. Let me know how it went in the comments. Let me know if you need modifications for anything. I'm happy to do that. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I will see you guys soon. Bye.